Welcome to Round Glass. I'm Curtis Smith. I'm excited to be here, and thanks for joining me for this meditation on realizing the power of fatherhood. This session will give new energy to an ancient tool that has supported millions in improving physical, mental, and emotional health. As men, we hold the weight of the world on our shoulders. Some are winning the battle within, others are not, and we're struggling inside with the outward appearance of success, but secretly suffering within. In this session, we'll reclaim the power and take the driver's seat on your mental health by learning the skill and practice of mindfulness as we dive into some breath work. So, it's Father's Day, and I am so grateful to be a new father. My wife gave birth to our beautiful baby girl, Zalia, back in October of 2020, and I couldn't be more proud. Back when I was coming up, my dad played a very large role in my life. He's one of my greatest inspirations, and I've told the story many a times on how he was a Marine, serving 20 years in the service. He raised my brother and I like we were little Marines. And I can recall back when he used to tell us that we had to learn all the different leadership traits of a Marine, of a good Marine. And in memorizing that, one quality that stuck out was the quality of initiative. And initiative was the idea of doing something without being told to actually do it. When it comes to mindfulness and taking care of our mental, physical, and emotional health, no one's going to tell us to do it. It's something that we have to take the initiative and do it on our own. We have our families looking for our support. We have the world that is looking for us to carry it. And what better way to do so than to feed ourselves and fill our cups so that we can pour out in the energy and love that exists in all of us. So I'm super excited again for you to be joining me. This is actually my first live session on Round Glass. It's been a long time coming. So I'm excited to dive into this practice. What you'll need to do is go ahead and find a comfortable position and seat where you can just be relaxed and sitting in a position where you're upright, but you want to be supporting yourself, and go ahead and find that position. And as you sit, I'm going to ask that you, again, hold yourself up and be in the position of attention. We want to be ready to receive what it is that we have to offer as we show up for ourselves. So, as you find that point of stillness, I'm going to invite you to join me on this practice. And go ahead and place your hands in a comfortable position, whether you place them on your lap, they can be facing up like mine or down. The choice is yours, but just make sure you're in a comfortable position where you won't have to move for the next couple of moments. Let us go ahead and get started. I'll invite you to either close your eyes, or if you choose to have your eyes open, just pick a point in front of you that's not moving and fix your gaze in front of it. Let us take a moment to hold this position and hold this stillness, giving ourselves permission to simply pause and be here in the stillness. As we take in the time, take in this day, take in this energy. Let us go ahead and begin with 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Taking that first breath in through the nose and release slowly out through the mouth. Second breath in through the nose and release slowly out through the mouth. Third breath, let's make it the biggest, in through the nose and release slowly out through the mouth. Now just allow your breath to flow freely, this time in and out through your nose. As we take time to relax and connect with our breath. allowing it to naturally come and go. We're not trying to control the breath. It's not about getting anything right. We have enough of that in our lives. This is just about paying attention and allowing the breath to do what it naturally does. Let it come, let it go. Notice the pace of your breath. Are you breathing fast or slow? Maybe it's somewhere in between. Notice if that breath is heavy or soft. Perhaps somewhere in between. Just breathe. Go ahead and relax your shoulders and jaw where we tend to carry a lot of tension. And if at any point during this session you find the mind wandering away, it means you're human. Without judgment, just allow your awareness and attention to come back to the breath. The breath is what connects us all. And when we choose to notice and connect with the breath, if only for a moment, we're choosing to connect with peace, with calm, with clarity. These things exist within us. It's simply a matter of turning our attention inward. Again, just breathe in and out through your nose. I'll invite you to notice where you may feel the breath and where it moves the body. You may feel the subtle rise and fall of your chest. I'll invite you to notice that sensation. You may notice the rise and fall of your stomach as it too moves with the breath. You may even notice the cool sensation at the tip of your nose as you take air in. You may feel the warm sensation as you release that air. Again, it's simply about noticing and connecting with the breath. I know we as men and fathers have 1,000,001 things on our plate. Our minds are constantly on the go. The breath is the tool that can calm and relax the mind. It's happening. Again, it's a matter of turning that attention inward and allowing the breath to do the rest of the work. As we continue with this practice, again, if at any moment you find yourself distracted, allow the breath to be your home base. Let us begin to notice the sensation of feeling as we feel the ground beneath us. Notice where your legs and feet may meet the ground. And just be aware of this sensation. Notice where your hands may touch. Notice the clothes on your body, your pants. Feel the shirt as it touches your skin. Allowing yourself to connect with the sensation of feeling, bringing you here into this moment. This moment is where we are the most powerful. It's not in the future. It's not in the past. Just continue to breathe. Again, in and out through your nose. Know that the mind will wander away. It oftentimes acts as a small child. It doesn't know how to be still. It may take constant redirection. Don't judge. Just keep allowing yourself to come back to the breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. Now that we've taken time and connected with the breath, let's begin to notice the breath in different parts of our body. Again, we carry so much on our shoulders, in our hearts, and on our minds. Take time and notice these parts that exist that makes us who we are. Notice the breath in the hair on your head. Again, it's nothing to get right. We're simply noticing. Notice the breath in the hair all over your body. Your eyebrows and eyelashes. Notice the breath in the hair on your arm and legs. Again, it's nothing to get right. We're simply turning our attention inward. And with that attention, we're able to bring ourselves energy and light to the body. Notice the breath in your teeth. Notice the top row, bottom row. These parts in our body that makes the whole are absolutely alive. And paying attention to them activates the life inside of us. Notice the breath in your nails. Notice the breath in your toenails. Notice the breath in your heart, bringing the attention and awareness to the center of your chest. Just notice. Can you feel the beat? Is it going fast or slow? Maybe somewhere in between? Can you feel the blood that flows through you? Again, it's not about getting anything right. It's about noticing without judgment. Notice the breath in your lungs. Feel as they expand and contract with the breath. And follow that breath. Notice as it moves through the entire body, from the crown of your head to the root of your feet. Notice that breath as it comes and goes. Again, the power comes in the breath. Our life is in our breath. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's simply keep returning to the breath. You're doing great. Just breathe. Again, if the mind wanders away, it's perfectly normal. It's your perfect opportunity to practice mindfulness and bring your awareness back to simply noticing the breath. It's the return to the breath. That's the work. That's where the power is. And we're utilizing the breath as an anchor for our attention. Now that we've spent time connecting with the breath, just take a moment and connect with the sensation of sound. Take a moment and notice the sounds that are happening right here, right now. I'll invite you to notice the sound of your breath. You may hear an ocean-like sound as breath comes and goes. You may even notice the sound of silence. Again, the point is to notice, and without judgment, just be aware. Come back to noticing that breath. Notice any shifts or changes. Are you breathing faster or slower than when you started? Maybe somewhere in between. Are you breathing heavier or softer? Perhaps it's somewhere in between as well. Continue to notice and connect with our most powerful force. It's our breath. And lastly, let us relate and let us think of somebody that brings us joy, someone we're grateful for. Let's imagine that person or that reason just replaying in our head as we take the time to express the gratitude and appreciation right now. I'm thinking of my daughter and my wife, and I'm allowing the thought of gratitude to replay. I'm thinking of their smiles, of the love that I share, and the gratitude for being a father. See if you can hold that thought. Fatherhood is a blessing. It's important to take time to notice that blessing and share the energy of gratitude for it. Again, if the mind wanders away, just bring back to light that person or the reason that you're connecting to here in this moment. We can allow that person or reason to be set aside, and we can return to the breath. Again, just taking a moment to notice any shifts or changes. There's nothing to do here. Just be. Be here right now. We can begin to make our way back to our space. Perhaps you want to wiggle your toes or your fingers to bring warmth to your extremities. Thank yourself for showing up for this practice. And when you're ready, I'll ask that you maintain your stillness. And if your eyes are closed, I'll invite you back to open your eyes. Just take a few moments and reflect on that experience and what that was like for you. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the power that you have to calm and relax yourself. And as we come to a closing, I'd like to leave you with a thought. My dad used to tell me to fear the man that hasn't practiced 10,000 kicks one time. Fear the man that has practiced one kick 10,000 times. When it comes to our mental health and well-being, consistency is king. And it could be as simple as you taking the time to connect with your breath. It's not about doing a whole bunch of other things right or wrong. It's simply about keeping it simple. Our breath can be the therapist that shows up for free. And with the world and the weight of the world on our shoulders, we need to start tapping inward to allow ourselves to be the best versions of ourselves and the best fathers we can be. I want to thank you all for joining me. I appreciate your energy and your time. Be sure to follow me on my profile to practice this session again and see when I'm going on next. I'll see you all next time. Thank you.